Okay, what's up, guys? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. All right. Hello, everybody watching. MML Season 4, Week 9, getting down to it. Round and third and heading for home. We are running out of time in the season, man. I can't believe it. Playoffs are right around the corner. All right. Big match this week. I'm trying to hold on to the 1 seed. As long as I win out, I'll do that, but that's a tough task. Starting with Mitch. Mitch and I have played 3 times, once a season. He's been in here from the beginning. Now I can freely and openly talk about the fact that this is my last season. Probably my last season of draft ever. You never know what the future holds. Maybe next gen, or maybe I won't be able to walk away so easily, but that's my guess. I'm ready to be done. This is my 9th season. I've tried in all of them very hard, and 3 different generations, and I've been doing it for 5 years now, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. So, been doing it a while. I feel like I've seen and experienced almost everything there is to see and experience in draft. So, I mean, obviously there's a million interactions that can happen, but so many of them are similar. Yeah, but I'm excited for this. For this to be, not to be done, but just to enjoy the rest of it, and especially now that I guess secret's out there. Yeah, so this is probably my last time playing Mitch ever. I'm 2-1 against him lifetime. He beat me in season 1. He's the only guy who beat me. Ruined my perfect season. Of course, that happened in week 4, so happened pretty early on. I just watched that match back today, actually, and it's hard to watch back your losses. That always kind of stings a little bit. But yeah, it's easy to watch back wins. But I watched it, and it was almost worse because it was like I kind of thought, like, oh, I didn't play that good, or like maybe my prep wasn't great. Like, I just got outplayed, and his team was just better. I think I said it in the middle of the match too. I was like, I just like his pieces better, and it was true. His pieces were just they were just more dangerous in that match and stuff. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen today, but it's got a similar vibe. I like my team better than Mitch's, but it matches up, unfortunately, well into mine, it feels like. I mean, Excadrill is a major problem, and I'm not even bringing my flying type. At one point, I had very defensive Thundurus, but it was just like I got 2 KO'd by Terra Ice anyway. So, I don't know. Or even Rock Slide. So, it wasn't really working exactly. But yeah, here's the team. We got Dragapult, Dragon Dance with Darts, U-Turn, and Terrible Ass Grass. Kind of thinking like the things that stop this at +1 are Primarina and Hippowdon. So hopefully Terrablast Grass can break through those guys. Hippowdon will definitely need some chip before that breaks through if he's like super defensive, which they normally are. So we'll see. I kind of want to use it as a mid-game breaker rather than late game, but that either works. We got Keldeo. Keldeo is the Excadrill Revenger. If I Terra Fighting with the Vacuum Wave and Choice Specs, like it'll always Oko Excadrill. And I'm hoping even through his Terra, because Terra Ice is what he brings a lot, and it's also good into my team, so I'm hoping that's what his Terra is. Unfortunately, this thing's mega checked by Primarina. So, yeah, so that'll be kind of difficult. And normally, Claude would totally check Primarina. I mean, it gets Psychic and Ice Beam, but it won't break through. However, I'm going to have to be unaware this week because he picked up Superior. And Serp is always extremely dangerous, especially with Terra, but not with Unaware, Clodsire, Max Spadef. Like, even if he Terra Grounds, it does under half because he can't boost on me. So, Clodsire has a massive week. He is team captain this week. He needs to take on Superior. He needs to take on Zapdos. He needs to take on Iron Moth. Those are 3 guys, all of whom I expect to be here. I really need him to get up rocks. Like, there's a lot Claude has to do. Yeah, so we're Black Sludge for longevity. Hopefully we can keep this around. Terra Dark is like in case Specs or Booster Iron Moth is breaking through with Psychic, we can Terra Dark heal up, and then it's basically the same first typing. We just don't check Zapdos as well, but still just fine. So I wouldn't mind popping that if I had to. Not bringing Scissor this week. He's sitting. Then we got Ensign. Ensign and Dragapult continue. They've come to every week. Ensign's definitely like the heart and soul of the team in terms of like glue, Mon. Like he does whatever I need him to do. Spadef, I got it. Fizdef, I got it. Like offensive one week, like he was banded. Like momentum, knockoffs to help the team out. Like anything, he's awesome. Highly recommend this Pokemon. I've learned in my 9 seasons of Draft League, I rise and fall with my fire types. Like if I were a gym leader, I'd be a fire type gym leader. Like I love fire types. I have used Arcanine 3 times, each time very successfully. Volcanion's like my favorite draft Pokemon ever in terms of how I used it. Cinderace last season was my kill leader and very versatile, used in many different ways. And Instin's been amazing this week. Season 1 in here, I had Tauros, Paldea Fire. That thing was amazing. Similar role to Instant. Offensive, defensive, whatever. So I love fire types. And it's good to know. I mean, it's good to know what your strengths are. So when you go into a draft, like, okay, I need a good, whatever. For me, it's fire types. I don't know why. It just that's what they're important for me in the way I play, I guess. So Instance here to slow down Excadrill. Hopefully we waste a turn via Air Balloon because he should see my team see no flying type and just click Earthquake. And it's like maybe he sees Serena and it's like hopefully he has Terra Ice and so he's just like, I'm going to click Earthquake even if that thing comes in. I can Terra Ice it after. So we can get a free turn with Air Balloon. If he stays in and tries to pop the balloon, then hopefully we can Will-O-Wisp as long as we don't get like Rock Slide Flinch. I'm hoping he doesn't have Rock Slide. You don't need it if you're Terra Ice, so hopefully he just doesn't have it. U-turn is also an option in that scenario. So this Incineroar is impish, like max HP, half the rest of the EVs are in defense, and then most of the rest is in attack. I'm speed creeping. I am speed creeping. Who is it at 60? Primarina. So if I have to, I could fast U-turn out, but I probably would just hard switch in that scenario. But it also helps, like, possibly if Hariyama tries to speed creep this. Mitch isn't one to speed creep, so it's kind of silly. It's mostly so I can U-turn Primarina without any speed, but I wouldn't do that unless I knew it had no speed. But yeah, that's insane. No Flare Blitz this week. Couldn't fit it. Earthquake, it can do a lot of other things. It can be like a one-time check for Iron Moth with Earthquake. It can check Superior pretty well with U-turn, and then also Quillfish and Houndstone. Yeah, so Instant, of course, again, has a really big, important week. If I need to Terra Flying in order to burn that Excadrill so we don't lose, I will do that. So you can see my mind's a bit on the defensive Terras. Next is Czar. So, yeah, this is another way to help with Spadef for the week. So Claude can handle most things, Spadef. But Serena early is nice, especially against Primarina because I'm not Water Absorb on Claude. So we can take a lot of hits from Prim unless it's Specs because we're AV with max HP and like a ton of Spadef. I have a good chunk of speed in this as well because I sped crept the Goodra in case the Goodra has no speed. Triple Axle's a really good move this week. It hits the Goodra that I talked about, who might come in because it has Sap Sipper. And then Zapdos. And, like, yeah, I'll get paralyzed if I triple axle the Zapdos, but I could use the damage. Serena this week is Sweet Veil instead of Queenly Majesty because he doesn't have a lot of prio. The only one is, like, Shadow Sneak Houndstone, which I could see for Pult, but that's not a big deal. Incense coming in anyway. Or the last guy, actually. And so, yeah, that I don't think I need Queenly Majesty. So I'm setting Sweet Veil, especially because I'm going to be coming in on Hippowdon with this thing. Can't really hit us very hard, and if it sets up hazards, we can Rapid Spin. So, Hippowdon frequently carry Yawn, and with Sweet Veil, I don't have to worry about that. So it's actually valuable over Queenly Majesty this week, I think. It's funny because I watched back both my my season 1 and season 2 matches against Mitch today. Sometimes I like to do it. It's just fun to reminisce sometimes, and other times it helps to kind of see their pattern of how they play. And I brought Serena last time I had it, which was season 2 against him. And I remember thinking, because it used to get triple axle in Gen 7, or Gen 8, excuse me. And I remember being like, man, I really wish Serena had it at the time. Didn't even have knockoff. Its move pool was way more, way less diverse. And now it has all that stuff, and I'm happy to, like, I think that week I was AV that week too. That's what was funny. Yeah, I was AV, and I was running Rapid Spin, Whip, U-turn, and the other move was Trop Kick because Serena didn't have much else that season. Like, it had High Jump Kick, I think, was the other thing, and, like, Zen Headbutt, which I ran sometimes. But this time it has a lot of moves to choose from, and triple axle is a significant difference, so that's kind of cool to see. Last member is Porygon Z. So this week I picked up Porygon Z and Tinkaton. Yeah, I'm excited to get Porygon Z in the mix. He came instead of Thundurus. This was like the spot that I switched him out for. It just felt like with Thundurus, I had Incin, Claude, Zarina, and Thundurus that were all built pretty defensive. And it was like, I don't like a 4-2 split of defense versus offense. It just gets scary because if you lose one of your offense pieces, you're like down to 1, which is, you know, scary. So instead, I tried to make it a 3-3. I started with like offensive Thundurus and I didn't like it, so now I went Porygon. So yeah, I'm gonna be download. I hope to come in on Hippowdon if I can. That'll give me a Spatak boost because that thing always has higher defense even if he's max Spadef. So if I can get a download from that and then just start firing off shots. Choice Scarf, faster than Excadrill out of sand. Good help with revenging Iron Moth, Zapdos, Superior, Excadrill if it's chipped, Tatsugiri. This thing is definitely, first of all, it's not bulky because it has like 12 HP only, and Porygon Z is not bulky, but it is like my mid-ground switch in tough scenarios if I can live one. I will totally do that because it's not a huge important piece. I think Keldeo and Pult's offense is a little bit better, but I mean, obviously I don't want to just sack it, but I'm most willing to give this thing up of the 6, I think. It's always good to identify that. I mean, that could change when I see what he brings, but yeah, in terms of what I expect Superior, Excadrill, Zapdos, Moth, Primarina, and then Hippowdon most likely. Hariyama has a chance to come. Houndstone has a chance to come. Tatsugiri has a role to check Keldeo as well. Yeah, I don't see a reason for Quillfish. I don't see a huge reason for Goodra. And even Houndstone doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me, but yeah, that's what I'm expecting. All right, Mitch says he's good to go. So we're going to get this show on the road. This is going to be a tough match, I think. I know I'm like way higher than Mitch in the standings, but I'm not loving the matchup. So yeah, okay. Scarf, Dragon Fang, Black Sludge, Vest, Balloon, and Specs. That's it. Alright, I'm ready to go. Legends of Hoenn this time. Let's see what Mitch brought. Watching back the games that I played against him, he always seemed to bring good stuff, like kind of what I was expecting. He says, good luck, have fun, man. Yeah, that's everybody except Zapdos. So that helps with the U-turns. But Hariyama's here. I'd kind of rather see Zapdos, if I'm being honest. So this is a tough 6. So he's got the sand aspect. He's got his new guy in Superior. Hip out on the Sand Setter, which we're trying to punish right away. Primarina. Of course. Hariyama, that's going to be tough. Which I told him to draft, now I'm paying the price. Iron Mothers. Yeah, so we got, I'm going to lead Keld. Worst lead is probably Hariyama, honestly. Yeah. So no Tatsugiri's fine. No Quillfish, no Gudra, no Houndstone, and no Zapdos. Alright, hoping to see a Powdon lead. That's what I'm trying to punish. Obviously, Extra lead would be great to see, but I don't expect that given the sand. It's Moth. It seems like a pretty good lead. Let's see if he's... Okay, he's Air Balloon. Now, you can have Psychic or Energy Ball. So we got to switch out here to Claude. It's Air Balloon. Well, at least he's not any of the strong stuff. So that'll work. Wonder if he's wondering if I'm Scarf. Okay, he does switch to Hariyama. Wow. Let's see if he's Flame Orb. Yeah. All right. All right, I gotta think about what I'm doing here. I think I gotta go to Czar. This is a tough scenario. I'm hoping he has Earthquake. Okay, just Zen Headbutt. This sucks, but I think I just have to whip. I think I just have to whip. Okay, thank God we hit. Do a good amount of damage. See if he just CCs. Okay, he has Ice Punch. That'll KO. Is that like 30? See if he's max HP. He's not fast, so he's probably max HP. So Porygon will KO here. I hope I get a Spatak boost. He has same stats on both sides. Attack. That sucks. I think that should be okay. I have no hazard removal now, so that's really tough. I'm hoping he just gives me this. Looks like it should KO if he's just max HP, which is what I'm hoping for. Yeah, he just takes some chip. That'll do a good chunk too. Alright. So I don't know if it's safe to assume that Iron Moth has nothing for Keldeo, but that might be the case. He just might have been respecting Scarf as well, so you don't know. I'm happy to get Hariyama out of the way. I had to give up Zar, which is not good, but yeah. I don't know if that was a worthwhile trade. It just felt like I had to. In comes Serp. Alright, this is always Claude. Preserve Scarf info on Porygon Z. There's no reason to think that yet. Okay, just goes for sub. That's totally fine. I hope he's not the Leech Seed leftover stuff. Even if he is, I mean, I beat that. So I'm going to Spike. This shouldn't do much. Yeah. Really good to get a Spike up. I Earthquake just in case he wanted to come in with Exca. I don't need it to break the sub. I'm going to recover here just to stay healthy. Even if he Terra Grounds, it doesn't matter. It does less than Leaf Storm, actually. Yep. Yep. Like Leaf Storm, Stab is like 195, right? And this is, that's a little bit stronger, I guess. But does nothing. So he'll learn now that he just can't break through. Thank God for Unaware. Well, we can tank another one easy. We're gonna Earthquake here. I just don't want to let in Exca, so I don't want him to be able to spin. So Unaware was definitely the right call. He exhausts Terra, thank God. That's really helpful. Terra Ground called that. He's just gonna keep going. I still can't let myself get crit, otherwise I'll lose. So I have to be careful. My hero will probably recover. I don't know if he's just... Okay. That's fine. Now I can get up another spike. Yeah. That's annoying. I will probably get up. Maybe I should just start attacking now and not mess around. I mean, this does nothing, but I just don't want to get parried a million times and then lose. Breakthrough there, so that's good. He seems to be timid. I think I'll be happy with 2 spikes at this point. I think I just Earthquake forever so as to not let in Exca. Well, actually, fuck. I probably should have healed there. Well, at this point he can't run away with it because Keld can always revenge. God, I have like no switch for Prim now. Oh, jeez, that's gonna be hard. Maybe I'll, yeah. Wonder if he goes. Okay, that's okay. Lefty's Hippo. I think I'm gonna start with Ensign. Especially because he could get up hazards. Hopefully he Earthquakes. Doesn't do anything crazy. I give up air balloon info. Yeah, he rocks. Okay. This match is gonna get really hard. I can tell already. We had a U-turn. Oh man, he might just start whirlwinding. That'll be tough if he does. In fact, I think he will. Shit. Probably whirlwinding. Okay, just John. No, he stayed in, thank God. Please kill. Oh, Jesus, that was huge. It's okay if I fall asleep, honestly. That was about to be such an issue. But now I gotta figure this out. Probably just goes X-Gun and spins. That's what I would do. Oh, we haven't done any of the work. I am nervous about the rest of this, man. Pre-Marine is now the main problem, I think. Alright, out pops Serp. I have to let him have this, honestly. I'm hoping he subs and gives me a chance to wake up at least. Oh, he doubles into Exca probably. Alright, now we get a chance to wake up. And sand is done. Wow. I'll send it now. No more sand the rest of the game. That is gigantic. Okay. If I wake up, I have a Spatak boost. This won't kill, but it'll do a hefty, hefty chunk. If I get a lucky, you know, first chance wake up. Nope. See if he got greedy with an SD or something. Just spins. We live. That gives us another chance to wake up because we are faster. And he's life orb, okay. I will not preserve this any longer. He spins again after this. We wake up. Very big wake up. Nice damage. He spins again, that's fine. Okay. He dies next. No, because we don't have spikes up anymore. Okay, let's think about this then. What do we need Ensign for? Not that helpful, especially with rocks. I think I just come in and U-turn. And hope he's not Rock Slide. It's less likely because he's got spin that he's Rock Slide. With the Intimidate, I don't think it'd kill. I'd just have to worry about the... Well, it wouldn't matter because he'd die to the recoil. I don't need my balloon except for this. So, yeah, this feels like a good play. I didn't want to come in with Keld and have to click Vacuum Wave and let in Primarina, especially without spikes up anymore. He just poison jabs. We won't take much from that. Hopefully we don't get poisoned. Pops our balloon. He dies. Steals a KO from us, so that's fine. Serp again. Claude is still like my best Pokemon. Oh! Should be like Moth? Okay. He's overplaying a little bit. I don't need this anymore, so they should do like half. More than a half. Shouldn't be able to KO me. I don't think. Maybe Sludge Wave. Okay. Okay, this might kill. Instant is so good. Instant is an amazing Pokemon. Alright, I'll pop Serp. He just Leaf Storms for the KO. I have to hold that, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to Guy. Alright. I think Dragapult kills from here, actually. I think Dragapult can win from here, actually. But I don't think I need to. Don't be healing. All right. Very nice. All right, that should seal up the game. God, I was so nervous about this match. And it's not technically over. No, I think it is. Terra Blast should KO. Unless he's like Grassberry or something. And he has to be Specs to kill me with Moonblast. Well, he could Ice Beam. I think this will KO and then we'll just be done playing Mitch. Come on, Polt. Take us home. It doesn't KO, actually, so he's pretty bulky, which means I think we'll live. Alright. Just finish it off with one more Terra Blast. Whew! Alright. GG to Mitch. I know it probably sounds like I'm nervous, but, dude, I'm telling you, that was on the precipice of being very, very difficult, so... he overplayed a little bit there for, but I understood what he was doing. He was trying to catch Claude coming in. With the health I was at, I couldn't risk taking, like, a Terra Blast into a Paralysis, so I personally couldn't risk it, but... Alright, so Polt, KO Prim with Terra Blast. GG to Mitch. He's probably knocked out of playoffs with that one. I'm sure he knows, but, Mitch is a great battler, man. I've loved 4 seasons with Mitch. He's been from a commissioner standpoint, you couldn't ask for a better guy in the league. Like, Mitch is amazing. I hope he sticks around in MML and you guys get to keep playing with him because he's really great. And as you can see, we always have good matches. So shout out to Mitch, man.